Hey, good morning, Eastview Huskies. It's Wednesday, May 3rd. Thanks for tuning in for some announcements today. First, for our teachers and staff, we have a PTO meeting tonight here at Eastview at 6 o'clock. Also, for teachers and staff, the sign-up sheet for helping with the Cutco Appreciation Lunch on Friday is down in the office. If you can help with bringing a dish to pass, that would be awesome. Also is a sign-up sheet to help with our end-of-the-year Kindness Carnival. So that should be a fun day for our students and families. Also happening today around 1:40, we're going to do a lockdown safety drill. Your teachers will give you directions on how we're going to do this. It's kind of like a fire drill, but a little bit different. And it's just very important that all the boys and girls listen to their teachers for some directions. And finally, I hope that our first graders have a great time going to the Challenger Learning Center today on their field trip. That's going to wrap it up for me today. Let's check in with our third grade friends.
Morning, Eastview. This is Mackenzie
and Carly to start our Eastview Olean News. Today is Wednesday, May 3rd, and it is National Two Different Colored Shoes Day. This day was created to encourage us to embrace our uniqueness and put it on display. On this day, you should put a different colored shoe on each foot just to show your exceptionness of our differences as humans. Don't be afraid to stand out.
Since it's different shoes day, I think we should switch shoes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Your foot looks a little big.
Your foot looks a little small. Never mind. Next for the day is Sloppy Joe's. Now for a joke. What do you call a pig that does karate?
I'm not sure. What do you call a pig that does karate?
Pork chop.
That's funny. Now for the weather and birthdays here at Eastview.
Thank you. And now for the weather. The weather today is high of 44 degrees and chance of rain and snow. It is currently 34 degrees outside.
Now let's celebrate a birthday. A very happy birthday goes out to Salaria Ladavi. We hope you have a wonderful day.
Miss Keller has the quote for you outside her classroom.
Also, by Mrs. Keller's classroom, there's a bulletin board where you can find ways to be kind. Once you finish that task, it can be placed on the bulletin board. Stop by and see them today. Now it's time for some shout-outs. Thank you, and here are some shout-outs for Eastview.
We'd like to give a shout-out to Eastview Mr. and Mrs. Fitness of the Day.
It is Grayson in Mrs. Gaylor's class, Sophia in Mr. Martin's class, Bishop in Mrs. Forrest's class, and Leah in Mrs. Threehouse's class.
Way to go! If you'd like to be chosen to be Mr. or Mrs. Fitness, always do your best, be a great friend, and demonstrate outstanding listening in your gym class today.
A shout-out goes to Octavia, Anthony, Marley, Ferris, Callum, and Ian in Mrs. Ackerman's class for being able to count to 100. Great job, and continue working on your counting skills, pre-K.
Another shout out goes to Safira Boyer in Mrs. Martin's class for reading 300 steps. Great job!
Shout out comes to Mrs. Threehouse. Thank you to the classes that delivered May Day baskets to us for keeping this tradition alive and brightening our day. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, Huskies.
Remember our 3 rules. Be safe, be responsible, and be respectful. The more you read, the better you get, and the smarter you become.